It is very easy right now to give up hope and to fill your mind with negative thoughts. So hear Paul. He says, fill your mind and meditate on things that are true. Things that are noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, and gracious. The things that are beautiful and praiseworthy. And of course, the problem with our thoughts is this. Thoughts become words, words become actions, actions become habits, habits become your character. In other words, your thoughts will end up becoming who you are. You become toxic thoughts. In this crisis, even when you are at the supermarket, I don't know if you've noticed, but you can see people worrying and wearing their anxiety. Dr. Carolyn Leaf, a cognitive neuroscientist, says 75% of the illnesses that plague us today are a direct result of our thought life. What we think about affects us physically and emotionally, and it can become an epidemic of toxic emotions. Dr. Carolyn Leaf, she says, through an uncontrolled thought life, we create the conditions for illness. We make ourselves sick. Research shows that fear all on its own triggers more than 1,400 known physical and chemical responses and activities and more than 30 different hormones. Now, I'm not saying that you'll catch coronavirus by being worried. Please don't cut that out and then put that out there as a meme. Crazy pastor in Manly says, stop worrying as remedy for coronavirus. But I am saying that your worries will make you ill. You may be prone to burnout or being run down or simply getting into a bad funk. So she says, consciously control your thought life means not letting thoughts rampage through your minds. In other words, turn your worries to prayers. See, the Bible always said this stuff first. Don't give the devil a foothold in your thought life. Romans 8:5 says, those who live according to the flesh have their mind set on what the flesh desires, but those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their mind set on what the Spirit desires. It says the mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace. So in other words, church, there is a choice. If we live in agreement with God, in accordance with the Spirit at work within us, if our minds are set on what God desires. Now, this is amazing. It says the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace. It's not what I'm saying, it's what the Word says. Is there an amen? Oh, there are some amens. That's what I want right now. I want life and I want peace. See, what this is saying is that our minds are going to be governed by either our fleshly desires for control, for self-protection and preservation, even short-term gratification, or it's going to be governed by God. One leads to death, one leads to life and peace. So Paul says, fix your thoughts on what is beautiful in Philippians. Use this time when you are stuck at home to read the Psalms and the Scriptures. Don't just scroll through your Facebook feed looking at silly memes. Not looking at anyone right here. Or watching trashy, endless Netflix shows. Or reading endless bad news stories from around the world. Take the opportunity to fill your mind with what is worthy of praise. Can I hear an amen? No, I can't, but that's all right. I'm assuming you're saying amen at home. We worry about everything that is cancelled or lost in a time like this, but church online is not cancelled. Quiet time with God is not cancelled. Calling a friend in need is not cancelled. Praying for the sick is not cancelled. Helping others is not cancelled. And being the church now more than ever, well, that's definitely not cancelled.